All right, welcome back to Onebar and Lupagus Show on Onebar with Lupagus. Thank you to Tater for sponsoring the show. Midwestern's legendary dip. Holidays are coming up. People are coming over for Christmas. If you don't have Tater out, they're not going to be happy with you.
They're going to leave. They're going to leave. They're going to go with someone who does have Tater.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. We're going to your neighbor's house because they have Tater. Get it over there. It's fantastic. You can get it anywhere. We're going to talk top 3 concerns moving forward for the Vikings. Even though we're 10-2. Yeah. We're going to get picky. We got some concerns we need to talk about.
We're 10-2. It's a glorious day, but we're, the playoffs are going to happen for the Vikings this year. And we've got some concerns as we head into them. And look at the guy in the corner there. Aaron Jones fumbling has become a pretty big issue for this offense.
A seasoned veteran running back, we shouldn't have to worry about this, but the dude's got 5 fumbles so far this year, and he had 2 more today. It's more of a confidence thing. It's like, are the Vikings going to be okay giving him the ball 15, 20 times a game? Because we should be, because he runs hard. When he's making plays, it's fantastic. But if he ain't going to hold on to the ball, I would be fine giving, I don't know, is Myles Gaskin still on the team? I'd rather have him have the ball.
Well, you saw it today. Cam Akers got in there for a couple series. Ty Chandler got a series. Like, they had to take him out because they couldn't trust him. He had 2 fumbles. Yeah, 1 recovered, 1 lost in his first 2 series. I know KOC trusts him and doesn't want to take the ball out of his hands, but he had to today, and it changed the whole dynamic of the offense. Like, it just wasn't the same. The flow wasn't the same. The feel wasn't the same. Aaron Jones is a big part of this offense, and when he's fumbling the ball, it just kind of wrecks everything.
The dude has the yips, and he needs to get over it because you're not going to get away with that when you're playing the Lions, when you're playing the Packers, and when you're in the playoffs. He's putting the ball on the ground. Every week isn't going to be the Cardinals. It's not going to be the Jaguars. So Aaron Jones, we need a couple games in a row of him not only not fumbling, but getting the ball a ton to give confidence back in this Vikings team. We got a couple more concerns. Let us know your concerns down in the comments, too.
And just to top of Aaron Jones, it was nice to see him get the touchdown at the end. That was a little icing on the cake there, put a positive note, and hopefully he builds off that, carries it over to the next week. And I don't think KOC is going to not give him I expect him to be out there first series next week against the Falcons. No doubt about that. But short leash, probably.
Yeah, if he fumbles again next week, it'll be very interesting to see what they do. But let's hope it does not happen, but it's definitely a concern. Another concern we have is our number 1 wide receiver, Justin Jefferson. He had a good game today, but the dude is getting bottled up. And what was his stat line today? Did you see it? 90
7 for 99. 7 for 99.
7 for 99, which is fine. It's great. He's always an issue out there. He's taking a lot of coverage away from the Hawkinsons, the Addisons, but he's our big play guy. He is our bread and butter. He's our money shot, and we need some big ass plays out of 18.
Yeah, today was a decent day for him. It's a good day by most people's standards. A little bit decent day by Justin Jefferson's standards, but last week he was a non-factor as far as the passing game went. I know he drew cover and everything, but didn't have anything on the stat sheet. Week before was kind of the same story. So this is uncharted territory for Justin Jefferson. Usually he'll just, as good as he is, he's triple team. He still has huge games. We haven't seen the, 8 catches for 144 and a couple touchdowns. Ooh. It's been a long time. And for this offense to be explosive and to put teams away early in games, he's the key to that. And it's just not there right now.
Yeah, we need 18 in the end zone. We need 18 getting 65-yard touchdowns. Not necessarily every week, but it's got to happen. And if he's just going to be a decoy out there and he's going to free things up for Jordan Addison, great. It happened last week. It didn't happen this week. And he had some big-ass catches. There's no doubt about that. So it will be an issue moving forward if he's not making those big plays.
Yeah, and I think they'll find a way. We saw a couple. You could tell the play was schemed to get Justin Jefferson the ball, and we saw a couple of those today. So I think we're going to start seeing some more of those in KOC's offense moving forward.
All right, we got a 3A and 3B. What's 3A?
How about Stephon Gilmore and his hammy injury, just for the fact of who has to come on the field? Fabian Moreau today, which, mixed bag. The first PI call was not great, but he was definitely picked on. And, there's not really a better option on the roster.
No, it wasn't. Mixed bag. I think it was a bag of poop. If our number 1 corner is out, and Gilmore hasn't even been that great. He's made some plays, but the drop off was so large. They were picking on him left and right. So Moreau, nice depth piece, but if he's going to be out there for another week or two or whatever, and has to actually feel, it's going to be gross. Yeah. I appreciate Stephon Gilmore a lot more today.
Well, and the early news on Gilmore's injuries, like he almost went back in the game today, so no one's expecting this to be a long-term thing. But you know what? With the Vikings, the injuries this year, it seems like the initial report isn't what actually ends up being. So hopefully he is back next week because he's a veteran and we need him out there.
Yes, we do. What's 3B is pretty much our pass rush. You know, I mean, we got the Kyler Murray once today, Jonathan Grenard at the end, huge play, beautiful. Last week you got the Caleb Williams 3 times. It was pretty much all like on that last drive. But like our pass rush in the first half, it's like non-existent. It's like the quarterbacks have all the time in the world to do whatever they want.
Yeah, I don't know what teams are doing that's changed this, but these aren't like elite O-lines who've been going against the last 3 weeks. These are average to, below average O-lines, and they're holding their own. Like the Titans like held us, to barely any sacks. And the Jaguars, we had a couple there late that one. The Colts, late in the game, we had a couple sacks, but the pressure, the consistency of it, it's just not there. And I don't know if teams are just holding every play and thinking, they're not going to throw a flag every single play. I don't know what it is, but it sucks. That's just a key element of this defense. And when we're blowing teams out early in the season, it's because we're having, 4 or 5 sacks early in games.
Yeah, the biggest thing is like get to the quarterback early, make him uncomfortable, make him scared. And we're not doing any of that. The first half, they have a cakewalk. Like Jonathan Grenard, Andrew Van Ginkel, a rookie. I mean, we got guys that should be able to get to the quarterback. And early in the game, they're just not doing it, and they're getting in a groove, just like Stella. Great movie. Like we can't let that happen. Make them uncomfortable early. Put a little poop in their pants.
You don't want Stella getting her groove back at all. And again, it keeps like teams that you're better than. It keeps them alive and it gives them a chance. It gives them hope. And your quarterback's not getting hit and not seeing ghosts, Sam Darnold style.
There you have it. Those are our biggest concerns. Get your butt over to the grocery store. Get some Top of Tater. You won't regret it.
You will not regret it. You'll regret it if you don't. That's what you'll regret. All right, guys, we're getting the Top of Tater and thinking about the Vikings' concerns moving forward. Remember this, the number 1 Christmas cookie in the world is the iced sugar cookie.
Oh.